Thank you for coming. My name is Jeff Moeller. I have the honor of being the president and CEO for Special Olympics Indiana. I'm going to guess, I will venture to say, though, that I could not be in the position that I am without the young lady who's sitting here next to me. In 1997, I joined the Special Olympics movement as a college student. I just went through my first summer games at Terre Haute, and I was invited by Mike Furnish, our previous president and CEO, to be part of the leadership retreat, where we brought county coordinators from across the state to a weekend together. And I had no idea what this whole leadership retreat was all about. And yeah. Not in the same room, though. Not in the same room. But I asked Mike, I said, Mike, what do you want me to do? I have no idea. I just got my toes wet in this whole thing called Special Olympics. What do you want me to do? And he goes, Jeff, most of the people in this room will have done Special Olympics longer than you've been alive. So what I want you to do is shut up and listen. Now, I think God has this reason why the same letters that spell out listen also spell out silent. It is that when we are to listen, we are to be silent. And that weekend, I was silent, and one of the first people that I ever met by being silent was Lorrie. And at the young age back then for me of 25, I was 25. And I'm learning all this weekend about what Special Olympics means, the why. Why do we do what we do? And it's all about the athletes. It's all about the athletes. It's all about the athletes. And that message was clear because the person that kept saying that message was Lorrie. And 22 years later, Lorrie, we are celebrating our 50th anniversary. We are celebrating, I guess, your retirement from Special Olympics, but I don't think so. We are celebrating you, but I think in celebrating you, I think we celebrate all of us. Because you are kind of that one person that personifies this Special Olympics movement that encompasses all of us, where we believe in something that wasn't the right way it should have been, and you've taught us how it should be. And the old Bobby Kennedy. I don't think about things the way that they are and ask why. I think about the way that they aren't and ask why not. And in 1968, you were asking why not? Why should athletes with intellectual disabilities, why should they not have sports? Why should they not learn from their community? Why should they not give back to their community? And Lorrie, that was all because of you. You have taught all of us what things should be and can be if we just believe. Now, it's because of them, right? Now, Lorrie and I also share another thing outside Special Olympics. And I'm not afraid to say this, but you and I believe in the same God. And the same God that gives us so much more than what we've ever asked. So while you may not be a coach for Porter County anymore, while you may not do hands-on day-to-day operations at Porter County anymore, I do ask that you accept one job from me. It's a tough job being president of Special Olympics because there's a lot of people counting on you. I'm going to ask, would you please accept the position of spiritual advisor to the president of Special Olympics Indiana? Because Lorrie, there's going to be times that I'm going to send you a text message, or I'm going to send you an email, or I'm going to call you, and I'm going to say, Lorrie, all I need for you to do is to pray on this.
Always pray.
And there's going to be many more days in which you're not going to hear from me, but all I want to do is be reassured that Lorrie Weisick is praying for me, praying for our staff, praying for our volunteers, praying for our athletes, and praying for Special Olympics Indiana. Lorrie, I need you to be the spiritual advisor for Special Olympics Indiana. Even if you just sit at home and you're praying all day, it is reassuring for me and for all of us to know that you're praying for us. If you accept that responsibility, you have now been promoted to the most important role in Special Olympics Indiana. And I know that you're willing and able to do that.
Yes.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a goodbye. Of course it's not a goodbye. It is only that if you have any reason that Lorrie should be praying for you, let her know, because she will be praying for all of us. God bless Lorrie Wysick.
I don't even know what to say. This is probably the first time that I didn't want to talk for an hour. But Jeff is so right. It's all been because of God, not because of me. He asked me many years ago to start a special education school here, and I never looked back. And it was the greatest gift anybody has ever gotten from the Lord, and I just treasure every single one of you. And believe me, I'm not retiring from Special Olympics. You will always be part of me. I will make sure all your coaches and people that are working with and for you, all your volunteers, are always doing what they're doing for the right reasons. Anybody that ever says they're doing it for themselves, they can go away and take a hike. If they're not doing it for every one of you athletes that are here, they're not doing it for a reason. And I would hope that all of you keep God in your heart as well, because He's the one that has allowed us to do all these beautiful things together. And I will be forever, ever grateful. And I still am so grateful that God gave Jeff Moeller the reins for Indiana Special Olympics. He is an absolute gem of a person. And you know what? He doesn't care about his salary. He doesn't care about all the coaches that are griping and stuff. He cares about the athletes. And that's what makes him so great. And I thank God that I had a chance to know him, and that we do both share the same Lord and God. And where's Jody? And Jody right back there is also right in it with us. She's our triangle for the love of Special Olympics, the love of athletes, and the love of the Lord. And I thank you all for coming, and I still can't even believe it. God bless every single one of you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Let's continue on with the party then.